So next, how to do it? We have already informed that there are a number of benefits or objectives related to soil investigation. So how to do it? So there are various ways through which the soil investigation can be done using basic studies to the advanced methodologies. Since the advanced technologies has come, so there are numerous benefits which we are receiving through by doing the soil investigation. So how to do it? When we go for the soil investigation, it is very important to find out what is the type of structure which we are going to build. So it is very crucial to identify what is the type and what is the importance of structure, what is the activity which will take in that structure. So based on that, we can do soil investigation. Nature of the subsoil or strata availability. Already we have discussed about the different layers of the soil. So we need to identify each subsoil, and then we have to decide what type of soil investigation to be done. And next one is budget. Budget is playing a crucial role in all the different type of structures. So based on the budget also, we can go for the soil investigation. Next one, as we already told, there are basic methods to find out the foundation structure, that is the soil investigation, and we have advanced method. Advanced method is nothing but the boreholes. So we have to identify the location where the boreholes to be done, and what is the depth of the borehole to be done, and what are the different kinds of tests to be done, and the experimental procedures. And so each procedure will carry, which will tell about the soil sampling methods. So how to take the sample from the soil for different types of testing. So that also plays an important role in soil investigation. So basically, there are three important phases in soil investigation. First, we need to plan out what is the possible methods in identifying just through walkthrough survey, and then through detailed methodology, that is advanced methodology, and then execute the different types of tests in both basic methods and also the advanced methods, write the critical points about the site investigation, and then go for the report writing. So these are the three important phases. So suppose if you are identifying the important information, that is the detailed information regarding a site or the location where we are going for the construction, so there will be less uncertainty. Ultimately, if you have planned properly for the soil investigation at the initial stages, there will be less confusion in the later stages. Ultimately, it will reduce the cost of construction. So when we are seeing about different stages and steps, the first step is the reconnaissance survey in site investigation. Next one is preliminary investigation, and go for the detailed investigation. So reconnaissance survey is nothing but a walkthrough survey where we go into the site or the location where the site investigation or the foundation to be done. Just have brief information about the water availability, the soil conditions through our visual eyes, and then through some basic portable tests which we can carry in our hand. That is what will happen in the reconnaissance survey. In the preliminary investigation, we will be collecting the samples and sending to the lab to get some information about how the soil behaves. And the detailed investigation will involve the advanced methodologies to identify the soil related behaviors for that particular site. So that's what we told about reconnaissance survey. It is the first stage in any type of soil investigation to decide the future work. So it will tell about what is the possible availability or possible objective of the work, and it will decide the scope of work and different methods. In the first stage, we will be able to know what is the different methods to be used for identifying the reconnaissance survey, and different types of samples which we can take from that particular site, and different types of tests to be done also can be determined in reconnaissance survey. So this involves different subsurface investigation program. So basically, we will go for a site investigation, and different visual inspections are done at the site. So this tells about the reconnaissance survey. So what is the possible information we can collect from the reconnaissance survey? So that's what listed here in this figure. So hydrographic and meteorological data. So hydrographic is nothing but the water availability in that location, and meteorological data tells about the water from the nature, that is the rainfall sources, which takes place in that particular site. Next one is vegetation and drainage pattern. Vegetation is nothing but the green cover which is available in that particular location, and drainage pattern is nothing but how the water is submerged into the ground, or it is taken out from that particular location when heavy rainfall is taking place. General topography, it is nothing telling about the valley and altitude, that is the height and the valley regions in that particular location. And location of buried surfaces, if there are any existing structures, earlier it was there, it will tell about the buried services. Geological info, it is telling about the rocks and minerals available in that particular site. Previous use of the site, any earlier structures or any historical places available in that particular location, that also can be identified through the reconnaissance survey. And then through some different data available at that particular location, possibility of earthquake, any possibility of swelling, shrinkage, erosion, those type of properties also we can identify through soil exploration. So when we are going for any foundation, definitely we need construction materials. So site investigation will help in fetching out the details where the local construction materials are available. And this chart tells about the number of informations from where we can collect it from. So local authorities, definitely they have some information about that particular site, starting from the registration details and other informations related to the local services. Geological professionals, ultimately they will be having the records of rocks, minerals available in that particular location, and different ores are also we can identify through geological professionals. Government agencies, they have enormous amount of data related to any site, so we can collect from them. Aerial photographs and geological mapping, slightly this is an advanced methodology. When we are having good economy to do these surveys, we'll get more additional informations. Then old maps, using cartographical old maps to books, publications, we can collect the information. Museums, libraries, where they collect some old information related to that particular site. So these are the information we can collect from doing site investigation. So what is available in the preliminary investigation is, it will tell about whether we need to go for detailed investigation or not. So already we have done the walkover survey. So number of informations and the number of agencies we can collect, we have seen in the previous slides. So this preliminary investigation will tell about whether we need the detailed investigations or not. So what are the information we can collect through preliminary investigation? That is the depth, thickness of each stratum, and what is the composition, what is the important properties available in that stratum we can identify, and different zones also we can identify whether it is having enough pressure, foundation pressure, whether it is suitable for the construction, we can identify through preliminary investigations. And as we already informed, there are different bedrocks available. There are different zones of structure, that is the strata is available. So we can easily identify what is the depth of each bedrock and what is the property, and also how much water is available under the ground. That also we can identify. So when we go for each soil investigation, we'll be able to find out what are the labs and the field tests to be identified for basic properties. If there are any need of chemical or bacteriological tests, this is very particular when there are any industries located nearby. So ultimately we will go for chemical and bacteriological tests if needed. Then what are the different types of methods available in the preliminary investigation? That is boreholes. In boreholes, there are various types of boreholes. Test pits are available, cone penetrometers, sounding rods, and geophysical methods are also available for this. So when we go for detailed investigations, so we will go only for the detailed investigation for major projects, that is dams, bridges, multi-story buildings, skyscrapers, etc. So if there are any new built-up soil is available, we will go for the detailed investigation. So detailed investigations involves boring program. That is what we discussed already. There are different types of boring programs are available. Sampling, take the soil sample and test it out for different parameters using lab and field testing. Then where we have to fix the additional number of boreholes can be identified through detailed investigations, and the depth of the boreholes also we can identify. So maximum info is nothing but if there are minimum number of holes, so that will be helpful in putting the foundation very early.